Alright, so this is how you install Windows 11 on VirtualBox. So, one of the first things that we need to do is we need to make sure that our VirtualBox has the latest version. So I'm going to go here on File, and we're going to check for updates. And it says nothing to update. I updated recently, so there's no update for me. But if you do have an update pending, you can go ahead and download that and install it before you get started. So we're going to skip that step. The next thing we need is we need the ISO image. So here we have Google. We're going to search for Windows 11 ISO. We're going to click on the first link, download Windows 11. Here at the bottom it says download Windows 11 disk image ISO for x64 devices. That's what we need. So we're going to go ahead and select that. Click on download now. Next we got to select our language. So I'm going to click on English and then click on confirm. One thing I noticed is that the Microsoft website does not allow you to download an ISO image if you're using a VPN client. So for this, I had to disable my VPN. Now you can go ahead and click on download, and then it's going to download the ISO image. I already did that, so we're going to go ahead and skip that. So here we're going to go to machine, and then we're going to do new, because we want to create a new virtual machine. As you see here, currently it says version Windows 10. But I'm going to give it a title or a name of Windows 11, and it's going to detect that. And it's going to change that for you. So here it gives you the option to select the ISO image at the moment. I'm not going to do it yet. We're going to go ahead and just proceed without that. And then we're going to select the memory. I'm going to stick with 4096 is fine. And then the number of processors currently has 2. Let's do 4. This is all up to you. You could always change these things later if you feel like you need more. Create virtual hard disk. So it's set for 80 gigs. I think that's fine. You could always change that if you want to do 100. So let's do 100. Going to allocate 100 gigs for the hard drive, the virtual hard drive for this Windows 11. So we're going to go ahead and click next and finish. And then here's our Windows 11 machine. We're not done yet. We got to go into the settings. So I'm going to go ahead and click settings since that's highlighted. And we're going to go to advanced. I'm going to enable bidirectional. So it'll allow me to basically move stuff from my computer to the virtual Windows 11. Same thing with the drag and drop. So that's all I'm going to do here. System, we're fine with 4096. Processors, we have 4, so we're good there. Nothing here. And then for storage, here's where we're going to select that ISO. So here it currently says empty. We're going to go ahead and click here. And we're going to locate our ISO. So here's my ISO. And then it's the live CD. So I'm going to click on live CD. For network, I'm just going to leave it as NAT. And I think that's all we need. So let's go ahead and click OK. And then we can start this. It's powering up the VM. Popped up in the different window, but here it is. I guess it wants the ISO again. I'm going to press a key. Okay, just wanted you to press the key as you're mounting or pulling data from that disk image. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and close those alerts. And here's our Windows setup. Fine with English, and USA for the keyboard. We're going to go ahead and click Next and click on Install Now. And we'll see what it says. Okay, Windows activation key. If you have a key, you can enter it now. I don't have a key for this, so I'm gonna go ahead and click I don't have a product key, um, which you can actually enter later in the process. So I'm gonna select Windows 11 Pro. You can select any of these, Windows 11 Home, if that's the key that you have. For now, I'm just gonna click on Windows 11 Pro and click Next. And of course, you have to read this and accept, which I did. And then we're gonna click on the custom setup. And this is the 100 gigabyte hard drive, virtual hard drive that we have. So I'm gonna go ahead and install Windows on that. So I'll click Next. And then here it's gonna, take its time until it's done installing Windows. So I'm gonna go ahead and pause the video and I'll come back when it's done. All right, Windows setup has completed. It was actually very quick. So here's the next steps that we have to take. So we're gonna go ahead and select the right country, United States. We're gonna keep that US keyboard. Don't need a second keyboard layout. Now it's gonna check for updates. All right, it's going to restart the PC before we continue. So we'll wait for that to happen. You can see it's restarting now. All right, here you can name your device, or you can skip for now, and it will give it a default name. I'm gonna go ahead and just skip for now. That will be the computer's name, computer name. Okay. How would you like to set up this device? I'm gonna go ahead and just click Set up for personal use. Click Next, and then unlock your Microsoft experience by signing in. I don't want to sign in, so we're gonna do something else to avoid that. So here, if you had a Microsoft account, you go ahead and enter your Outlook or Live email address. In this case, I don't want to do that, so I want to just create a local admin account. So I'm gonna go ahead and just enter no email at noemail.com. Click on next. I'm gonna enter any password, just type anything basically. It's gonna fail, so it's gonna say oops, something went wrong. Next. And then it's gonna give you the option to create a local account. In this case, for example, I'll name it admin or whatever you want. And then click next. And then you would enter the password for your local account. Make a long one there. We're going to click next, and then you're going to answer your security questions in case you forget that password. What's your pet's name? Whatever. What city were you born? And then for school. Of course, you wouldn't make it this simple. So then we click next. I want to deselect all these because I don't want to share data with Microsoft. And then we're going to go ahead and click accept. And it's going to start setting up your account. Just one more thing we'll have to do after that, and then that will conclude our video. While we're waiting for this, please go down in the comments and tell me if you like Windows 11 or not, or if you're getting used to it. I personally am getting used to it. It's not as bad as I thought it would be. We use it for work, and once you use it for a little bit, you get used to it, and it's actually not bad. There's some things that are annoying, but not bad at all. Okay, so here's your Windows 11. It's up and running now. The last thing we need to do, if it didn't do it automatically, is if I try to resize it, you see it's not showing you the whole screen. So we do need to install the guest edition. So you go to devices, and then you click on insert guest edition CD image. And we're gonna go ahead and do that. And then we can go to just File Explorer, click on this PC, and it basically mounted this VirtualBox guest editions. So now we need to go ahead and run it. So I'm gonna go ahead and double click it, and we're gonna go ahead and just run this one right here. So do you want to allow this app to make changes to your device? We're gonna go ahead and click yes. And then we can minimize that or exit. Let's minimize it. And then we're going to go ahead and click next to install guest editions. That location works for me. Click next and then click install. After it installs, it's going to ask to reboot the device, and then it should allow you to resize your screen. So reboot now. So once it reboots, we should have full screen capabilities. All right, we're back. So we're going to go ahead and log in with our super safe password. Very complex. It didn't work. Try again. I'm going to run it as admin. Click next, next, install. Okay, so we're gonna go and reboot again and see if that worked. That's one of the issues I have with VirtualBox is when you're creating VMs. A lot of the times the guest edition does not want to work. So we'll see if it works now. If not, I'll shut it down and then just restart the machine. Instead of doing a restart, I down and try again. Just one of the steps they have to do when troubleshooting. Okay, let's see if it works. No, it does not work. Okay. So let's shut it down. And then we'll start it from scratch. Okay. Start. Powering VM. Here's our VM. I'm gonna go ahead and close the messages. Okay. Enter our super secure password. And then we'll try again. Oh, it did not work. I wonder if it's still loaded or mounted. It is. Guess we try again. Next. Reboot now. Hopefully when you guys try it, it works from the start. Okay, so we rebooted. Let's see. Let's do full screen, see if that works. So I guess you can do that. You can do the full screen. That's fine. Okay, well that's how you install Windows 11. Hopefully Guest Edition does not give you issues. But if it does, there's definitely a lot of videos out there. I'll probably make a video on how to troubleshoot that next. So that's all I got for this video. You guys have a great day.